The My Hero Ultra Rumble Open Beta is upon us, so folks, expect a lot of videos covering it over the coming week. We're gonna look at all the new features, showcase the new characters, and wrap things up with another beta review. I just played 8 hours straight of this new beta, so it's time to tell you all about the new stuff. The new Plus Ultra mechanic, the revival system, the cinematic finishers, and even other quality of life stuff. Heck, we even made our own agency where players can join, and it will give you guys some XP or currency bonuses. I tried creating one called Ken Bushes, but since that had a flag word, whatever that was, I decided to go with Bandai Namco. Yep, that's our agency. Top 3 in the world, baby. Well deserved. And you deserve to treat yourself to some awesome Japanese snacks. This video is brought to you by Sakurako and Tokyo Treat, 2 monthly snack boxes that allow you to experience Japan right from your home. Tokyo Treat focuses on limited edition snacks from Japan like chocolate orange Kit Kats, okonomiyaki senbei, and as a big fan of melon myself, the Kobe melon soda sounds great to me. You can find all of them in this month's box Osaka Snackation. With Osaka being Japan's big culinary capital, this box is full of fun and exciting snacks. On the other hand, the Sakurako box partners with local Japanese snack makers to provide you with the authentic Japanese snack experience. So this month has snacks like the peach kibidango that looks so good. Every Sakurako also comes with a Japanese tea. This month is the Genmaicha green tea, and also one special Japanese tableware like the chrysanthemum dish. You can find all of these items in this month's Sakurako themed mochi and fruit marvels. Every box comes with a booklet guide, so you always know where the snacks come from, but more importantly, you know exactly what you're eating, as it has the ingredients and also the allergens. If this sounds like something you'd like to try, we have a special offer for you. With code Globku, you can get $5 off your first box and experience Japan right from your home, no matter which box you choose. Check out the links down below for more details, and thank you for sponsoring this video. Real quick, in case you've never heard of My Hero Ultra Rumble before, it's a My Hero Battle Royale. You drop as teams of 3 into a map that will be smaller than most Battle Royales you know. 8 teams will battle as the circle closes, with the last surviving team emerging as the winner. You play as different My Hero characters, each one of them with a unique moveset. They've got an auto combo and 3 abilities, and through the loading phase, they can pick up cards that level up each one of those abilities. There's a lot of movement, a lot of verticality, as you can climb any building you want, and some destruction too. Plus, the different characters have different specialties, some specialize in damage, others in mobility or support. And this is the 3rd beta that I was able to play in. I was definitely not expecting new systems to be added because the previous betas already felt pretty close to final, but these new systems are awesome. Let's get into it. When you get in game, there are 4 big new systems that have been introduced. You've got finishers, plus ultra, revives, and quick level ups. First up, the finishers. After you take a character down, unlike in other battle royales, they can revive if you just leave them alone. So you have to keep damaging your enemies in order to actually take them out. Now, in previous betas, you would just keep using your attacks or your skills, and you can still do that, damaging them until they were knocked out for good. But this time, you can also choose to go for a cinematic finisher. Now, this isn't just for style points, this is a big deal mechanically, because if you complete this animation, you will get a full shield, which can be especially helpful to rejoin team fights or at the beginning of a match when you might not have so many items to generate your shield as you would want to. It's an awesome addition that makes you question your choices in every team fight, and since this game is free to play, I can see the potential for customization with new cosmetics for these dramatic finishes. Speaking of going down, let's talk about the revival technique. This game pretty much has 3 different states. You're either alive, downed, or dead. In the previous betas, after you were dead, there was no coming back, but this time, your teammates can actually bring you back to battle. It's not easy though. There are 2 requirements to make this happen. 1, you need to get a revival card. You can do this by opening one of the big chests, or you gotta find 3 gray cards while looting the map. Usually survivors will have one, but that is not guaranteed. And 2, you need the token that your teammates drop upon death. If you've got both, you can revive your teammates anywhere on the map. The problem is when the person that had the revival card is the one that gets taken down. If you are a team of 3 people, finding a revival card isn't too hard. You've got 3 players looking, but if you're alone, it's gonna be really tough. Also, when you're revived, you lose all of your items, including all of the levels that you've accumulated on your abilities. You go back to level 1, so it's almost like you're not losing a player, but you're still outnumbered because your teammate is very underleveled. And for how hard it is to revive someone, this seems kind of a weak mechanic. It feels like you're outnumbered anyway, but hey, it's still cool that you can come back to the fight even if your teammates might not feel like it's worth the trouble. Next up, the Plus Ultra, probably the biggest new mechanic. There's a new bar at the bottom of the screen that fills up over time. Once it's full, you can activate a Plus Ultra state. This immediately knocks any enemies back and refills your shield to full, while upgrading all of your abilities to level 9. This is clearly built as a comeback mechanic, as it's really hard to build this bar if all of your teammates are alive. But as soon as someone on your team dies, bam, you can see that meter filling right up. That said, this usually happens in the late game, so the difference in power isn't too big. Because if you've been playing the game right, your skills will already be very high level. So it ends up being a good move to get some shield back and maybe some breathing room, but I have yet to see a plus ultra turn the tides of battle. If you think a plus ultra is gonna help you win a 1v3, you are sorely mistaken. But in battles where it all goes down to a 1v1 at the end, I can see the winner being the one who managed their plus ultra the better for sure. And we have one final new mechanic, the quick level up, which is so awesome. Every time you pick up a level up card, previously you had to go into the menu and choose where to invest it, which ability do you want to level up. And this process of selecting the card and then choosing the ability was very cumbersome, especially if you picked it up in the heat of battle, when pausing could actually mean death. Now there's a button prompt. You pick up a level up card and you see that L2 just pops up on screen. You hold L2 and then press the ability button you want, and just like that, you quickly level up that ability without having to open menus. It's great. I think I specifically asked for something like this in one of my previous beta videos. It's awesome that they actually listened, and it's by far my favorite new addition. And those are the new systems in game, but there is also plenty of stuff to do outside the game, as they've revamped the menus into something that could be a lot closer to the final game. Now, we were able to break the economy of the previous betas very quickly. We could just get a ton of currency and unlock everything the betas had to offer. It felt like the numbers were inflated, and this was not going to be the final game. Well, this beta is no different. I doubt they're gonna give us all of this stuff for free, but you do see some more elements that we could see in the final game. First of all, there are two stores now. One of them uses paid currency. It's not available yet, but we hadn't seen this paid currency yet. And the other one is the in-game currency store that we kind of had already. There are some other free-to-play menus this time around, like a battle pass called License, or a limited time event where by completing some challenges you get some event coins, which can then be used to unlock cosmetics in the limited event shop. All of this is par for the course for free-to-play games at this point, and it's hard to know how predatory it is when all of the currency is just as inflated as it is right now. But the worst part about this beta was the character tickets. Unlike the previous betas, not all characters were unlocked from the start, which I didn't even consider, but of course they're gonna do that in the final game, right? They're not gonna give you every character for free. Now, I have no problem with that. It all depends on the methods for unlocking the characters. Well, in this beta, the method is gacha. When using tickets for these random pulls, you might get cosmetics like skins, emotes, or voice lines, or you might get a character ticket, which you can use to unlock a character of your choice. Now, it's nice that it gives you the choice and doesn't make you spend money until you get to that one random character you wanted, but the chances of getting a character ticket are 3%, and there's no pity system that I know of. You are never guaranteed to get one of those tickets, and I think that, at the very least, you should guarantee a new character after a few pulls. I was actually scared I wasn't gonna get the character tickets during this beta, but suddenly Lady Luck sang to me, and I was able to unlock them all. But who knows, maybe I won't be so lucky in the final game, and it would suck if being unlucky meant I couldn't play the characters I wanted. And finally, of course, I have to mention the brand new agency system. I did call our agency Bandai Namco, that wasn't a joke. I mean, the name, yes, the name was a joke, but I wasn't lying about it. Every time you play the game, you gain this other currency which can only be invested in the agency, and you level up one of these three things, giving you the corresponding bonus for everyone in the agency. Now, it's a cool thing. I think communities like to get together anyway. If you give them a small bonus, even better, for as tiny as that bonus might be. These agencies have a pretty limited number of members though. The number does increase as you level up the agency, but right now, after leveling it up a bunch, my agency is limited to 20 something members. So yeah, that's not a lot. And that's the beta for now. Stay tuned because more My Hero Ultra Rumble videos are coming out as we take a look at the new characters they've added. Don't forget about today's sponsor. Visit the links down below to get your Sakurako or your Tokyo treat, and check out this video right here if you want to see how I reacted to this beta announcement. I speculated based on the trailer on what the new mechanics were, and it's always fun to see what I got right and what I got wrong. Thanks for watching. Bye.